TV soap news and spoilers say that in the glittering yet treacherous world of daytime soap operas, where alliances shatter like fragile crystal and secrets fester like open wounds, few storylines have gripped audiences as fiercely as the tangled web of deceit in Beyond the Gates. This CBS powerhouse, with its opulent mansions, forbidden romances, and cutthroat betrayals, has become a staple for fans craving high-stakes drama. But now, whispers are swirling through the fan forums and social media echo chambers. Are we on the verge of saying goodbye to one of its most enigmatic stars, Marquita Goings? Portraying the cunning and seductive Haley, Goings has infused the character with a lethal blend of charm and malice that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Yet, as Haley's plot thickens into something far more sinister, culminating in a chilling revelation about murder, the question looms larger than ever. Is this the end for Haley, and by extension, for Goings' tenure on the show? Let's dive deep into this labyrinth of intrigue, dissecting the storyline thread by thread, exploring the motivations that drive these characters to the brink, and speculating on the explosive fallout that could reshape Beyond the Gates forever. We'll examine why Haley's desperate gambit might not only seal her fate but also signal a dramatic exit for the actress who brings her to life. Buckle up, dear readers, because this isn't just a recap, it's a full-throttle exploration of betrayal, ambition, and the razor-sharp edge of survival in soap opera land. And who knows? By the end, you might find yourself questioning everything you thought you knew about loyalty, love, and the price of greed. #The foundations of deceit, Haley's rise in the shadows of power. To understand the storm brewing around Haley, we must first rewind to the opulent underbelly of Beyond the Gates, a show that has masterfully blended the glamour of high society with the gritty undercurrents of crime and passion since its debut. Set in the fictional enclave of Gatesville, a sprawling estate riddled with hidden passages and darker secrets, the series follows the intertwined lives of the wealthy Spencer family and their rivals. At the heart of the current arc is Bill Spencer, the brooding patriarch played with gravitas by veteran actor Donovan Hale. Bill, a man whose fortune was built on shrewd business deals and a few questionable alliances, finds himself ensnared in a romance that's equal parts intoxicating and insidious. Enter Haley, portrayed by the talented Marquita Goings, whose entrance into the show 2 seasons ago was nothing short of electrifying. Haley arrived as a mysterious newcomer, ostensibly a distant relative of the Spencers, but quickly revealed layers of complexity that made her indispensable to the narrative. With her sharp wit, sultry gaze, and unyielding ambition, Haley wormed her way into Bill's life under the guise of a budding romance. But as loyal viewers know, nothing in Beyond the Gates is ever as it seems. Haley's true agenda? A meticulously orchestrated scam designed to siphon off Bill's vast wealth. The roots of this conspiracy trace back to Haley's familial ties that add a deliciously twisted dimension to her character. Haley is the cousin of Randy, a shadowy figure who's long served as the right-hand man to Joey, the Viper, Malone, Gatesville's most notorious underworld kingpin. Joey, with his cold-eyed stare and a network of enforcers that could make even the bravest soul tremble, has been pulling strings from the shadows for years. Randy, loyal to a fault but driven by his own greed, saw an opportunity in Haley's proximity to Bill. Together, the cousins hatched a plan. Haley would seduce Bill, gain his trust, and manipulate him into signing over assets, all while feeding information back to Joey's empire. What makes this scam so riveting is the psychological depth the writers have infused into it. Haley isn't just a one-dimensional villainess, she's a woman scorned by life's injustices. Flashbacks have revealed her impoverished upbringing, marked by abandonment and hardship, which fueled her resentment toward the elite like Bill. Goings brings this backstory to life with nuanced performances, her eyes flashing with suppressed rage during intimate scenes, her voice dripping with honeyed venom as she whispers promises she never intends to keep. Fans have praised Goings for elevating Haley from a mere plot device to a tragic anti-heroine, one whose actions, while reprehensible, evoke a twisted sympathy. But as the seasons progressed, cracks began to appear in Haley's facade. Bill's hesitation toward his ex-lover Danny, a fiery journalist who's been digging into the Spencer family's secrets, has become a thorn in Haley's side. Danny, played by the effervescent Lena Vargas, represents everything Haley despises: genuine affection, moral integrity, and an unyielding pursuit of truth. Bill's lingering feelings for Danny have stalled Haley's progress, turning what was supposed to be a swift con into a protracted battle of wills. Imagine the tension in those scenes: Haley, dressed in a form-fitting gown that screams elegance, pouring Bill another glass of aged scotch, her smile never reaching her eyes as she probes him about his indecisions. Bill, oblivious yet subconsciously wary, deflects with gruff charm, his mind wandering back to Danny's passionate embraces. This frustration has pushed Haley to her breaking point. In a recent episode that left audiences gasping, Haley confided in Randy during a clandestine meeting in a dimly lit warehouse on the outskirts of Gatesville. "I'm done playing nice," she hissed, her voice echoing off the cold metal walls. "Bill's waffling over that meddlesome Danny is costing us everything. It's time for one last ploy, one that ensures we get what's ours." The camera lingered on her face, illuminated by the flickering light of a single bulb, capturing the madness brewing in her eyes. And then, the bombshell: "It's time to kill Bill." Hashtag the turning point, a murder plot that could backfire spectacularly. Oh, the drama. Haley's declaration marks a pivotal escalation, transforming her from a clever grifter into a potential murderer. But in the unpredictable realm of Beyond the Gates, where twists lurk around every corner, we can't help but wonder if this bold move will be her undoing. Let's unpack this hypothetical scenario with the detail it deserves, drawing on the show's history of shocking reversals and the rich tapestry of character dynamics. First, consider the mechanics of Haley's last ploy. Drawing from her alliance with Randy and Joey, the plan likely involves staging Bill's death to look like an accident, perhaps a rigged car crash on the winding roads leading to the Spencer estate, or a poisoned chalice during one of their intimate dinners. Picture the scene: Haley, her heart pounding beneath a veneer of calm, slips a lethal dose into Bill's drink. The room is bathed in the warm glow of candlelight, soft jazz playing in the background, masking the tension. Bill raises his glass in a toast to new beginnings, unaware that this could be his last. Haley's mind races, memories of her cousin Randy's assurances, Joey's menacing threats if she fails, propelling her forward. Yet, as any seasoned soap fan knows, murder plots rarely go off without a hitch in Beyond the Gates. The show has a storied tradition of botched assassinations leading to epic comeuppances. Remember the infamous Poisoned Legacy arc from Season 3, where a similar scheme against the matriarch Evelyn Spencer unraveled due to an unexpected witness? Haley could face a similar fate. Danny, ever the investigator, might stumble upon clues, perhaps overhearing a suspicious phone call or finding incriminating documents in Haley's purse during a confrontation at the Gatesville Gala. Dramatic tension builds as we imagine the fallout. Suppose Bill survives the attempt, his suspicions ignited. In a heart-pounding hospital scene, he confronts Haley from his bed, tubes snaking across his chest, his voice weak but accusatory. "You did this, didn't you? All for the money?" Haley's denial would crumble under the weight of evidence: Randy's fingerprints on the poison vial, Joey's goons spotted lurking nearby. The police, led by the no-nonsense Detective Harlan, a fan-favorite recurring character, swoop in, their sirens piercing the night like a harbinger of doom. And here's where it gets truly explosive: Haley's arrest. Envision the spectacle: a swarm of officers bursting into the Spencer mansion during a lavish party, guests in tuxedos and gowns scattering like startled birds. Haley, resplendent in a crimson dress that now seems symbolic of blood, is dragged away in handcuffs, her screams echoing through the halls. "This isn't over. You'll all pay." Goings would deliver this moment with raw intensity, her performance earning Emmy buzz as Haley's composure shatters, revealing the vulnerable girl beneath the schemer. But why prison as Haley's endpoint? It's a classic soap opera exit strategy, allowing for potential returns while providing closure. In Beyond the Gates, characters have been incarcerated before, only to resurface years later with vendettas or redemptions. For Haley, a life sentence for attempted murder, or worse, if Bill succumbs. would tie up loose ends neatly, exposing the full extent of the conspiracy and toppling Joey's empire in the process. Randy might turn state's evidence to save his skin, betraying his cousin in a courtroom drama that's sure to span multiple episodes. Hashtag Marquita Goings, fired or a strategic exit? Speculating on the actress's future. Now, the elephant in the room. Does this storyline signal the end for Marquita Goings on Beyond the Gates? Rumors have been rampant since the murder plot tease aired, with fans dissecting every interview and social media post for clues. Goings, a rising star whose previous roles in indie films showcased her versatility, joined the show amid much fanfare. Her portrayal of Haley has been a highlight, blending sensuality with menace in a way that's drawn comparisons to iconic soap villains like Sheila Carter from The Bold and the Beautiful. But in the cutthroat world of television, cast changes are as common as plot twists. Could Goings have been fired? It's a possibility we can't ignore. Soap operas are notorious for behind-the-scenes drama, contract disputes, creative differences, or even ratings-driven decisions. Perhaps Goings clashed with producers over Haley's direction, advocating for more redemption arcs while the writers pushed for villainy. Or maybe it's scheduling conflicts. Goings has been linked to upcoming film projects, including a thriller where she plays a lead role opposite A-list talent. On the flip side, this could be a mutual parting, a strategic exit, to propel Goings' career forward. Leaving on a high note, with Haley's dramatic downfall, would cement her as a memorable force, opening doors to bigger opportunities. Fans recall how actors like Tamara Braun parlayed soap stints into primetime success. If Goings is indeed departing, it might not be acrimonious. Interviews suggest she's grateful for the role, often praising the writing team for allowing her to explore Haley's depths. Speculation runs wild in online communities. On Reddit's r/Beyond the Gates, users debate, Haley's too integral to kill off. Maybe she'll escape prison and return as a ghost haunting Bill. Others counter with, Goings posted a cryptic Instagram story about new chapters, she's out. Twitter, now X, is ablaze with hashtags like #SaveHaley and #MarquitaExit, fans petitioning for her stay while others theorize crossovers with sister shows. To add layers, let's consider the broader implications for Beyond the Gates. Losing Goings could shift dynamics, elevating Danny as the new female lead, perhaps sparking a romance with a reformed Randy. Or it might introduce a new antagonist, like Haley's long-lost sister seeking revenge. The show's ratings, already strong, could spike with the controversy, drawing in viewers eager for the resolution. #fan theories and alternate endings, the drama that keeps us hooked. No discussion of Beyond the Gates would be complete without delving into fan theories, those wild, imaginative speculations that fuel late-night binge sessions. One popular theory posits that Haley isn't acting alone. Perhaps Bill's own son, the enigmatic Trent, is in on the scam, using Haley as a pawn in his bid for inheritance. Imagine the reveal, a flashback montage showing Trent and Haley in a passionate affair, their whispers plotting Bill's demise. This twist would not only save Haley from immediate prison but prolong Goings' arc, allowing for more dramatic confrontations. Another theory flips the script. What if Haley has a change of heart? Overwhelmed by genuine feelings for Bill, sparked by his vulnerability during their romance, she aborts the murder at the last second, confessing everything. This redemption path could lead to a plea deal, community service, or even witness protection, keeping Goings on board while evolving Haley into an anti-heroine. Dramatic scenes abound. Haley tearfully begging Danny for forgiveness in a rain-soaked confrontation, or testifying against Joey in a high-stakes trial, her voice trembling as bullets fly from assassins. For the more cynical fans, Haley's end could be fatal, a karmic twist where her plot backfires, leading to her own death. Picture a chase sequence through the estate's labyrinthine gardens, Haley fleeing from Bill's security, only to tumble off a cliff in a nod to classic soap cliffhangers. Goings' exit would be poignant, her final monologue a soliloquy on regret and lost dreams. Comparisons to other soaps enrich this analysis. Like General Hospital's Nina Reeves, Haley's scam echoes themes of deception for love and money, often ending in exposure and exile. Or recall Days of Our Lives' Stefano Di Mera, whose deaths were mere plot devices for returns. Could Haley pull a similar resurrection? ## wrapping up the enigma, a farewell or just a hiatus? As we circle back to the burning question, are we about to say goodbye to Marquita Goings in Beyond the Gates? The evidence points to a probable yes, at least temporarily. Haley's murderous intent, born of frustration and greed, sets the stage for a spectacular downfall, likely culminating in prison bars clanging shut behind her. Whether Goings was fired or chose to depart remains shrouded in mystery, but her impact is undeniable. She's breathed life into a character who's equal parts venomous and vulnerable, captivating us with every scheming glance. Yet, in the ever-evolving soap universe, nothing is final. Haley could return, Goings reprising the role with fresh vengeance. Until then, we'll tune in, hearts racing, for the next twist. What do you think, readers? Is this the end for Haley and Goings, or just another chapter in the endless saga?